Alright, this is a game.
Bring on Matt Farniak as a fullback. Jason Peters is in at left guard this series, and Rush has all day floating one. Lamb again. First down one more time. His connection is working down to the 31. It's 17 more for CeeDee Lamb.
Sometimes the art of route running is just run with or not. It's sometimes not real complicated. If you're open, stay open. It's exactly what CeeDee Lamb has been doing. We asked Cooper Rush. We said, at any point last week, he had a couple drops. What did you tell him? I didn't tell him anything. I said, I'm going to keep throwing you the ball. You're our best receiver. Well, I'll tell you what, he has really stepped up and come along early in this season.
Hey, 55. Let's go.
Pollard cuts back, nothing there. So it's interesting. The Cowboys had Connor McGovern back, their starting left guard. Jason Peters, who we saw last week come in and have some pancake blocks in there this series. And Matt Farniak, who started 2 games, is in at fullback. They're using every guard imaginable.
They're using them all. And you mentioned Jason Peters. What a cool story, right? Tyron Smith, the longtime left tackle, he gets hurt in training camp. A lot of questions. Well, now Tyler Smith, the rookie, they bump him to left tackle. They bring in Jason Peters. He can play anywhere. He's made quite the impact off the field in the locker room on this Dallas Cowboys team.
That'd be the final play of the first. Cooper Rush stands in a little high. He had Noah Brown open that time. It'll be a second down at 12 with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Got a kick out of it. We talked to Mike McCarthy, and you actually asked him, what has Jason Peters' presence felt? He hasn't played a ton, got some snaps here and there. He goes, it's funny, Tyler Smith, we're trying to bring him along. He's a young rookie. Things that we've been telling him all year, all of a sudden Jason Peters comes in, and he's like, it's the gospel, right? It's, oh my God. The coaches are like, yeah, well, we've been saying the same thing, but sometimes guys like Jason Peters, when they say it, it just means a little more.
Well, he's probably going to the Hall of Fame, right? He carries a little weight.
Absolutely.
Third down and 12. Cooper Rush pressure. Escapes. Will he run it? He's going to try it, and he's going to come up short. Benjamin St. Juice came up from the quarterback spot and made the tackle. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with a fourth down decision looming for Dallas on the move. They've got an early 3-0 lead over Washington.
At Panera, the feast begins before you open your mouth. Inhaling the first bite, the second in the blink of an eye. You eat with your hands. You eat with your ears. Because you don't just taste fantastic food freshly prepared with clean ingredients.
No.
You live it through all 5 senses. So when they finally bite in, the flavors just confirm what the other 4 senses already know. This is fantastic. Panera. Elevate any event with Panera Catering.
This is like the important day of my life. We're just taking the break, and we're
The
just getting
power
back
to change
to
your future is now.
So, let's go.
Let's go. Be one of the first to drive the latest, most advanced, best-selling truck for the last 45 years. Custom order your F-150 today and lock in 2.9% for 60 months, plus 500 bonus cash. See your best in Texas Ford dealer for more information.
Right.
Optimum is here with award-winning internet, TV, and mobile. Giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is a connection away.
Violent crime is surging in Louisiana. Woke leaders blame
Is the best game
I
of my
blame the
life.
criminals. A
If
mom should
this
not have
goes
to
well-
look over her shoulder when she's pumping gas. I voted against the early release of violent criminals,
ya.
and I oppose defunding the police. Look, if you
This
get
is our
caught
team!
with
Yeah!
cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. I'm John Kennedy, and I approve this message.
The National League's biggest stars lead their teams in a fight for the crown.
If we win this game,
The NLDS, October 11th.
I'm just
Fox and
trying to say
FS1.
thank you.
Welcome back to
We're
Arlington.
back to the game!
start the second quarter with the Cowboys up 3-0 on the Commanders, and Dallas at the 4th and 6th. Looks like they'll try another Brett Maher field goal. Hit one from 53 earlier. This one will be from 45 yards out. After a nice drive.
Yeah,
They called the CeeDee Lamb drive. He had 3 catches for 56 yards on the drive.
We're just gonna have a fantastic game. Thanks, y'all. Let's do this.
And Maher's got it. Oh, he's got that nice draw going. You would love that on the golf course today. 6-0 Dallas. And
Yeah.
from State Farm.
Thank you.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh, Coach, it happened again. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call it quick to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So CeeDee Lamb, continuing where he left off in that second half against the Giants. Greg talked about it. He had 3 drops, career high in that game. And, yeah, Cooper Rush said, I didn't need to convince you. I was going to keep throwing it to him. And they've got a nice little symmetry going. Nice connection. 56 yards on that drive. And give Washington some credit, too, though, Greg, because Dallas moved the ball down the field a couple times, but they held up and held them to 2 field goals.
Absolutely. And it's not an easy thing to do, right? One of Ron Rivera's longtime philosophies is he wants to play great red zone defense. He wants to play great third down defense. He wants to be good at the situations. The raw yardage, the moving the ball between the 40s, is not really a huge priority for him. So early in this game, both times it looked like Dallas had something going. Washington's done a nice job defensively holding the field goals.
So here's the good news for Washington. They've had some awful first halves where they're getting blown out at halftime, so they're obviously in this game. But at some point, they've got to show something offensively, right?
They do. And I think this model that they're trying to follow today of run the ball and get ahead early, we've seen it just puts them in a position where there's a very small margin for error, right? One penalty we've seen now on both drives stop them, a tackle for loss, some sort of negative plays. That's exactly what Dallas thrives on. So they've got to find a way to cautiously open it up a little bit and try to get some more chunk plays.
Got a new right guard. Sadiq Charles is in for Trey Turner at right guard. Don't know if that's substitution just for play or an injury. We'll find out. But a change on the O-line. Is Wentz going to throw it out? Just get it out to Flat and Gibson.
Yes!
Who's shaking and baking and not much there. Well, again, you heard Tom Rinaldi talk about the start of the game. Just getting out of the gate quicker. Defensively, they're hanging in, but they just cannot get anything going on offense. Scott Turner trying to figure out what the right buttons are to push. That's their offensive coordinator. Running again. Gibson, nice stretch to the left side. He's got a first down. Antonio Gibson's had a couple nice runs just to get some chunks here. See if they can continue it.
He has nice job there off the left side. That offensive line got some nice blocking on the perimeter from his receivers. Those are the first and second down runs that they need. And again, it sounds easy to say, right? Of course, we want to convert first downs early. We want to stay ahead of the chains. But we've seen what happens when Dallas puts you into long-to-go situations. That pass rush, Dan Quinn's ability to generate pressure, success on the ground early is critical.
Draw. Jonathan Williams in the game. Not much there. DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice tackle. Coming off a 3-sack game over the Giants. Dan Quinn, what a job he's done. Obviously, long-term head coach with the Falcons, and now coming over here and just really in his second year with this Dallas defense. I think people may forget. Well, Cowboys fans don't. This was a historically bad defense before he got here.
Yeah, the turnaround last year in his first year here has been remarkable. I mean, he made this not just an average defense to just hold their own and go along with one of the better offenses last year, but this defense was game-changing for them with the takeaways, the ability to rush the passer.
Again, left side, big hole for Williams. Who's into Dallas territory. They're finding success running to the left side behind Charles Leno. He's got 18 more yards on the ground.
Yeah, take a look here at the 2 tight ends. You're going to see John Bates. He's the one on the ball. Watch the job He and Logan Thomas do here on the edge. Logan Thomas takes his guy right to the ground. Bates comes up and finds Diggs. That gets the back the edge. That's a nice job there. Jonathan Williams able to get there to the boundary and turn it up. If you have tight ends who can block, I'm biased here, KB. I wasn't always the best blocker, but if you have tight ends who can block, if you want to be committed to the run game, it goes a long way.
Zone read. Wentz is in trouble. Gets away from Parsons. Running for his life.
Get him.
And we'll see if he got it away. I think back to the line of scrimmage. That's the problem. What is the call on the field? Yeah, it's flat. It's going to be intentional grounding.
Well, right on cue. You're talking
Intentional grounding. Offense number 11. Although he's outside the pocket, the ball did not make it back to the line of scrimmage. The ball recreates that spot. Lost it down. Second down.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of that ball sooner, but the breakdown, we have a pattern going here today. We just talked about how good of a job on the previous play Bates and Logan Thomas did, the two tight ends. Well, in that time, they were both matched up off to the right side on Micah Parsons, and he got through pretty quick, but you'd like to see Carson Wentz just understand, I'm on the perimeter, I got nobody in front of me, help me out. That ball's got to be in the first row of the bleachers. He has a tendency of trying to stretch the play to the very last second, and sometimes magic can happen, but oftentimes it's just unnecessary risk. Throw that ball out of bounds before that guy can gain on you. But again, they find themselves now, due to a penalty, in 2nd and 20.
Yeah, you're right. Instead of an incomplete 2nd and 10, 2nd and 22 after a loss of 12. It's happened every drive. They started off well and had a penalty or a sack or a big miscue. Trying to set up a screen here to Gibson. Look out, here comes Michael Parsons, and Gibson did a nice job.
Touchdown!
To get some yards. Parsons is so fast, number 11 on Dallas.
He's talented. Watch the effort. He jumps, he goes around a cut block. He sees the screen, watch him turn. They call this retrace. He just runs that original path, and he ends up making the tackle. You can't coach effort, right? I mean, he's talented. He's got all the intangibles, but man, when you play hard and you're talented, that's why he's so special.
Third and 11. Wentz pumps, comes near side, incomplete. It was high to J.D. McKissick. And another promising start to a drive. Just ended a punch.
Yeah, that's kind of been the tale, right?